Gym goers and nutrition enjoyers, welcome to Saitama versus Popeye Death Battle. Now today we're gonna be doing this too. Honestly, I watched both, but I was mostly a Popeye enjoyer as a kid, right? Man has crazy feats. Painting a boat with his pipe, right? I remember that. He punches people into like, I don't know. I think he punches like birds into sausages and stuff like that. He could weld pieces of iron together, build them into like pretzels and shapes and everything. What was that one feat with the was it with the tree? Where you like hold a shift. He's like what else is there that Popeye's done that's crazy? He's punched the sun, I think. He's punched stuff like that. I think he gave the sun a black eye. He's got Toon Force for sure. And Saitama's just like a gag character, right? Saitama's a gag character, but I think Toon Force would win because it's not following the rules. While it is very strong, still follow the universe's rules in that anime. While it is overly overpowered, it's still, it still follows general rules. While Popeye does not need to. So if I were to pick who would win, I'll have to say Popeye would be my guess and my pick for who would win. And I mean, I used to watch him a lot when I was a kid, so I gotta go with Popeye. Popeye and all his muscles. Ah, my god, I'm thinking about it now. Oh man, I missed it. Anyways, that being said, I think let's get into it. You already know my pick, and let's see what these people say about it.
Saitama, the One Punch Man.
Popeye, the Sailor Man.
East versus West. Old versus new.
Healthy eating versus basic exercise.
These two warriors may seem ridiculous, but their unassuming exteriors belie impossible strength.
He's Whiz and I'm Boomstick.
Oh, I remember. He was bending the chain to the anchor, and then he yeah, that's what it was. I don't know. I just remembered.
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Life is pain, brutal and short. The challenges we face during our brief sojourn on this tiny blue marble are what make us human. They light a fire in our soul. They make it all
his
worth
dream
something.
sequence.
Without them, we are lost.
Yeah, it's a little early in the day for an existential crisis, but luckily I came prepared.
For this failed salaryman, all it took to get that fiery passion back was to save this butt-chin child from a crab monster in underwear.
Yeah,
that was a sentence.
This man was Saitama, and he was going to be a superhero.
And so he trained, pushing his body beyond its limits and shattering the boundaries of humanity.
So hard, his friggin' hair fell out.
Saitama's strength grew exponentially day by day, with the goal of becoming the greatest hero who ever lived.
And much to his horror, that's exactly what he got.
All it took was one punch. Damn it!
yes,
he became
One Punch Man.
too strong. He became the one, the only, the infamous Caped Baldy.
But anyone who's cool knows him as One Punch Man, as in he can't help but beat almost every opponent he's faced in exactly one punch. One friggin' punch!
Alright, a little bit spoilers. Spoilers for manga talk, alright? Spoilers. Right, get off of here. Get off. Skip ahead to when the video's playing, okay? I'm gonna talk a bit. Alright, 3, 2, 1, spoiler talk, okay? Isn't he fighting Blast right now? Right, the new entity of God, right? Or the new avatar of a power of God, right? If I remember right, recently he like caught his sword like nothing in front of Or is Blast? Never mind. Never mind. No, 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 no. Fuck. Blast is the number one hero according to the world. Fuck. And then Supersonic was there. I'm pretty sure. Or was it Quick? Whatever. It was the guy with a sword and a curved face. I forgot his name though. I forgot his name. Uh, but yeah, I have a feeling that this battle is not. It's gonna be pre Garu battle, like pre that battle. So we didn't get to see those feats with Jupiter and everything. But I don't think it's gonna really matter. I don't think it's gonna matter considering the Toon Force. But I am excited where the anime goes and eventuality of Saitama fighting God eventually that's on the moon. Or God's avatar that's on the moon. But yeah, I think it's I just wanted to talk about that because it's like it's a very interesting direction. I want to see where it goes.
And this is a universe with some pretty whacked out monsters, like a giant who's over 1/4 kilometer tall and can stomp city-sized craters into the earth.
Or an Esper who can effortlessly pull giant meteors from outer space.
Or a monster king who shaved off a continent from the Earth's surface and lifted it into the stratosphere. And Saitama's never even broken so much as a sweat fighting any of them.
During their battle, that same Monster King absorbed this huge chunk of the Earth's core and fired it at Saitama,
who blocked it by squirt gunning some lava at it. The lava he was bathing in, naked. And then he punched him.
And he died.
Saitama's created after images just by hopping side to side, defeated a martial arts master with his butt, and survived the inhospitable vacuum of space after being kicked all the way to the moon and before jumping back to Earth in about 16 seconds. That's 8% the speed of light.
Kinda like the time he blocked attacks from this alien dude who stated to move near light speed or punch so fast his fist starts to blue shift. You know.
Okay, so it's pre that fight that I was talking about. Okay. I'm not gonna name the people in it, so people that are spoilers. But okay, it's pre that fight. Okay, understandable. That would bump his feet up a lot, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm still gonna go with Popeye.
Oh, that thing that happens when you approach the speed of light?
Saitama utilizes his absurdly superhuman strength and speed with techniques like his devastating normal punch. And if he wants to amp it up, the consecutive normal punch.
Punches, two-handed consecutive, more serious technique, serious punch, serious side hop, serious squirt gun, serious table flip.
Are you kidding me? Those are his attack names? What kind of self-respecting anime protagonist is he?
Plain and simple, he's a satire of one. Instead of seeing his journey from the beginning and enjoying his struggle to the top, we join him when he's already there.
Basically, imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan in his fight against Jackie Chun. Kinda sucks all the drama out of it, doesn't it?
And that's the point. Far from the power fantasy the genre is known for, Saitama's life became an existential nightmare. Without suitable conflict, the struggle that had heretofore defined him became meaningless. His new reality was inescapably boring.
Which is really saying something when he can decimate mountains without even hitting them, or shatter asteroids that rank a 9 on the Torino scale. For those not in the Torino, that's equal to 1 trillion tons of TNT. This guy's training must have been insane.
That would be 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every single day. And that's it.
You've got to be shitting me.
It doesn't make sense because it's not allowed to make sense. To be fair though, to someone who isn't already a trained soldier or athlete, keeping that workout routine every day for years is pretty much impossible.
While 100 push-ups and sit-ups are technically doable, especially if you space them out, doing 100 squats and then running half a marathon every single day would absolutely destroy your legs.
Put simply, effective workouts involve shredding muscle fibers at the micro level, then allowing them time to repair themselves more durable than before. This repair process requires hydration, consuming protein and carbohydrates, and lots of sleep.
But Saitama's workout schedule doesn't give them time to repair, which means he was basically just ripping himself to shreds over and over and over. After a few days, he shouldn't even have been able to move, but he just kept going.
There might be an explanation. Take the brilliant scientist Dr. Genus, whose half-century of research into evolution Saitama erased in well, one punch. According to Genus's hypothesis, Saitama's training broke his limiter.
Basically, every living thing on Earth has a limit to their natural abilities. At some point, no matter how badass they are, they'll plateau. Wait a minute. Have I peaked? I gotta go to the gym!
Well, Saitama trained so hard, he literally defied the laws of
Okay,
nature.
I was wondering if they're gonna bring it. That was my understanding about why he's so strong. He's basically got infinite potential for growth, but it's also gonna capsize since there's only certain people that are only a certain potential of strength that could get him. No matter who he fights, he's gonna be growing upwards, and eventually he's gonna hit a ceiling of not because he's gonna hit a ceiling because he's can't get stronger, but the enemies are too weak that they don't give him any way to him to level up in a way, you know, because he can't keep growing if there's nothing to grow off of.
And
There's
reality.
no XP.
He just breaks the logic of his world. He crushed the entire field of evolutionary biology in the palm of his hand.
And while he has stated that his strength did eventually stop growing, it's pretty clear he's never gotten close to showing it off in full.
Such as when he fought the godlike alien conqueror Lord Boros, and finally broke out his serious punch. A blow where he punches a little harder than normal.
And reflected Boros' collapsing star-roaring cannon. Now you see, that's an attack name. An energy blast that was going to blow up the friggin' planet. That's over 50 zetatons of TNT. Like a quadrillion of the world's strongest nukes going off at once.
Despite his obvious and overwhelming power, Saitama's accomplishments were never officially recognized. As if no one in their right
have
minds
so many
could believe us.
Ah, yes, the pre-watch allegations. I just know basic stuff, you know. Like I really liked watching One Punch Man season 1 and 2. It's a shame that the budget for not the budget, but the animation studio kind of was a little less in season 2 compared to season 1. But yeah, I mean, I understand the basic powers of it, why certain things work out a certain way. I mean, he even talked about it in anime, you know, the evolution guy. That's like episode 3 or 4, I think. Because I remember episode 1 is with the mole people dream. Episode 2 is I think it might have been episode 2 then. No, episode 2 it might be origin story. No, it might be Mosquito. Because I think Mosquito leads to Genos finding him. Genos finding him leads to him getting attacked by the evolution people. Evolution people leads up to that arc, and it gets settled by episode 5 after he gets that rhino bug about, wait, this can't be. Is it really true? He said he's gonna go rampage a full week up to Saturday. That means today is Saturday, which means I'm gonna miss the sale. And he one punches him. It's absolutely hilarious. It's just jokes. The fact that I still remember it just tells you how peak it is.
Psych Ward Charlie Brown could save the world.
Well, he doesn't seem to mind. Almost as if being removed from anything resembling conflict
The
gave him a
Genos fight.
perspective on how tropey and contrived his world is. Only Saitama's the only one in on the joke, because who cares about how far up their own ass a supervillain is when you can just chill at home with your buds and play video games?
Maybe that was the real lesson.
Bro, Plot Armor Incarnate. Fucking king. Plot Armor Incarnate. I fully believe that this guy's abilities is just rolling natural nat 20s in every scenario. All right? Deception, aura, convenience, you know, credit farming, all of that. Just his engine, really him getting close to a heart attack. It is all just nat 20s.
Maybe that was the real lesson all along. not to value our lives based on our accomplishments, but on the time we spend living and enjoying life's simple pleasures.
I'll leave that to Saitama, and I can't think of anything more pleasurable than punching
Oh,
so
no.
hard my name becomes a byword for
No.
literally unbeatable. The dude is the undisputed king of broken anime characters, because until Saitama finds his equal, he's gonna end all his fights in one punch! Popeye
My
the
boy.
Sailor Man, hero, adventurer,
Yeah,
sailor,
there he is.
man.
Oh, two against one, huh?
Slaps him. Slaps him again.
Man, he sounds like he smokes a pack of Marlboro Factories every day. And if you ever wanted to know what angry cat sex
There
sounds
you
like,
go.
he can sing.
This is it. This is what I mean. This is what I said earlier. He would punch things into food. This is what I meant. He punched the cat, and now it's a beat market. This is the Popeye I remember.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
How
I
exactly
remember
do you
that.
know? Never mind. Popeye's origins are humble. Born to the cruelly named Poop Deck Pappy,
Oh, I forgot about
was,
him.
immediately upon birth, horrifically ugly. So ugly, his father fled in embarrassment of his spawn and never returned.
So Popeye grew up with a chip on his shoulder and a pop in his eye, especially after discovering his higher calling.
Oh, right, the
beating
building
the
one.
snot out of people.
Don't worry, Popeye's fists are righteous, only spilling the snot of those who deserve it. Inspired by his adopted father, Whaler Joe, Popeye set out to put his combat prowess to the test and join the Navy, becoming a true sailor man.
It was there he learned the sweet science of boxing and to battle against World War II era racial stereotypes. I'm being non-specific, not just for sensitivity, but because there are so many examples.
Originating in the era of rubber hose animation, Popeye's body is essentially made of, well, rubber, able to stretch, twist, squish, and squash any way he likes.
Or rev up his arm for a punch that'll knock you around
Yeah.
the planet.
Oh,
Popeye's
bro.
punches are fascinating.
Yeah, this is the one I remember. What's that one when they end up on an island and there's like a monster on it? I gotta remember them. Right? There's so many, and then they're fighting for that one lady, and I remember one's revolving like her house, and they're trying to win her over. Isn't there one with a genie? Maybe I think I'm remembering. I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure there's one with a genie.
Since they can disincorporate their targets into composite elements, like turning anchors into fishhooks, an alligator into handbags, and several Native Americans. You know, I don't even want to know.
I think the reason's pretty simple, Wiz. He's a cartoon. He can basically do whatever he
Yeah,
wants.
I
He
remember
can
that.
shoot fire from his
Right.
corn cob pipe.
He could
Oh,
use that. No, this is the one. Remember when I said earlier with the cliff, pulling cliff? I wasn't sure if I was thinking about that one cliff about that monkey doing that to Bugs Bunny, and that was what I was remembering, or if there was one with Popeye. I was not sure, but there was one. I did remember.
a canyon closed, punch bolts of lightning out of the air, and even give the sun a black eye.
Yes,
Judging
see,
by the
this is what I
distance
remember.
the sun is from the
I
Earth,
didn't. And when I said he punched and gave it a black eye, I didn't know if he punched it directly or it was like some indirect force. But yes, I'm remembering these.
well as the time it took for the high striker puck to reach it, the puck must have been moving at 500 times the speed of light. In order to generate that force, Popeye must have swung his fist just as fast. Hell, he's even shadowboxed so fast, he's somehow occupied two places at once.
When he
and
punches
hit
himself, it's crazy.
So, was he just born this way? Is being ugly the secret to pulling insane bullshit superpowers out of your ass? Because if so, you might want to get on that, buddy.
No. The secret to Popeye's immense physical
Spinach.
strength is simply the virtue.
You know what? It worked on me. I was a spinach lover. I was telling my mom, I want my spinach. I want to be like Popeye.
of nutrition.
I knew you'd find a way to make it lame.
Specifically, Popeye has spent his life consuming a miracle herb that has turned him from a mere sailor into a veritable god. Spinach.
Propaganda straight from the bean counters at Big Vegetable. You'll never get me to eat my greens, damn you! It's only animal flesh and grain alcohol for me!
Originating in Persia, Spinacia oleracea is a leafy green nutrient and antioxidant-rich vegetable that can help prevent cancer and reduce blood pressure.
And apparently imbue your biceps with the power
Power.
of God in anime.
While
Yeah.
a normal can of spinach contains about 44 calories, when used in Popeye's world, its effects are multiplied. Not only does it immediately increase Popeye's already impressive strength and speed even further, it makes
Rank
him
one.
virtually impervious to harm.
It lets him fly, turn invisible, shapeshift his body into literally anything, and even survive the universe getting turned off. That's right, this big whatever the hell that thing is apparently God, and he turned off reality in order to kill Popeye and his friends. Cause why not? Except guess what? Popeye was fine. Why? Because he eats his spinach.
I wonder what its nutritional content is like.
I got my muscles. Arg, 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 arg. Or is that? I can't even do that little yuck, 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 yuck. It's the agarish. I remember he's like agarish when he gets nervous, or not nervous, flustered. I mean, no, I'm inhibited. No, I'm not. I remember he does like a little stuttering too. It's been a long time since I watched them. Oh, Popeye the Sailor Man, boom boom. All right, that's his outro, I think. Oh God, memory lane, memory lane.
Let's find out with math.
No!
A single can of spinach in Popeye's world was once able to grow a beanstalk so tall
Right.
it reached into outer space, all the way to a nearby solar system, and shattered this stylized yellow star. By measuring the volume of this spinach stalk and including the caloric density of regular spinach, we can calculate one single can of Popeye's spinach contains over 46 undecillion calories. That's
Oh,
over
wow.
700 octillion times greater than the total calories the average person will consume over their entire life.
I need that for my bulk. All right, I'm bulking. I need that. I need that spinach, Popeye, please. Uranium is not gonna cut it. I need the spinach for my
That's over
bulk.
46 million Yoda tons of TNT, enough to destroy, well, a star, or enough to punch your annoying neighbor so hard that when they land, they tilt the Earth.
By measuring the angle of the planet after tilting, we can determine its axis was
Damn.
adjusted by about 13 degrees in less than a second. That's a speed of about 1.8 million meters per second.
I wonder, is that enough to power a rocket ship so fast it travels backwards in time? Yeah, 'cause that happened. I only know of one type of herb that'll take you through time. Whatever kind of spinach it sure ain't normal.
Not true. Popeye doesn't consume some special magical spinach.
Not random.
Any kind will do,
Any.
even if it's handed to him by the audience in the real
Right.
world watching his cartoon.
I forgot about
He can
that.
summon cans to his side by whistling for them, praying to gods, painting them into reality, or just waving his hands. The dude has literally been disintegrated into nothingness. Then his nothingness grabbed a spinach can
And
out of
ate it.
nowhere and ate it. Nothing ate it. His nothing. And then he came back with his. I don't know.
He can even punch so hard he tears the film strip he's being animated on, or exit his cartoon to beat the shit out of his own animator.
So Popeye's basically fought two different versions of God and whooped their asses. You know, he's a pretty chill broski considering he's basically a spinach-eating Lovecraftian nightmare.
But he's always down for a scrap, so if you decide to antagonize him, be aware you're messing with one of cartoon's all-time heavyweight champions. And, for your own sake, eat your fucking vegetables. All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all.
All right, before we start, I'm still obviously going Popeye, but I'm trying to remember the theme song. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Eat all my spinach, and that's why I ain't quitting. I don't think that's the song lyrics. I remember the general tone. Ooh. I'm ashamed I can't remember it. Popeye is SCP coded. Oh, for
Possibilities.
But first, in case you're starting to feel those winter blues, check out BetterHelp.
This show is sponsored by
sure.
Always so expensive. No thanks.
Oh no.
Guys, can't stand no one bad-mouthing me spinach. Put 'em up, yes, big palooka.
Whatever.
It is. That sounds about right.
Oh yes, okay, gonna get this thing
It is. It is. I did remember right. I thought it was wrong.
That would be a pulley. Well, blow me down. You ain't got a scratch on yas.
I know, right? Overwhelming strength is so boring.
I can't read that.
That's perfect. I can't read that. He's not dead. He's not dead. It's not gonna work.
Huh?
There it is. He's gonna get erased from reality and survive. This is not gonna hurt him at all. They did the meme. Okay.
A little bit more interesting now.
I hate to say this, but I'm pretty sure the way this is gonna go because of how Saitama characters is, and I have proof of this because of episode 1 with the mole people. He's gonna lose, but he's gonna love it. Why? Because all he seeks in life is a good battle. So he's gonna enjoy this and have fun, but lose. Why? Because that is totally makes sense for his character. It's like the Superman and Goku fight. In the end, they would just it would be like a fun brawl, right? And then it would reset everything. It's just the way I see this. I can't really see this going any other way. Oh, we switching animation. That's something that I would imagine him doing. Oh, I love the music. Oh, the music is so good. I might have this in my background one day.
You sure is one crazy gazookas.
I'm just a guy who's a hero for fun. Who the hell are you?
Yep.
I am what I am.
And
That's all I am. Oh my god, I remembered it.
What do you know? How am I gonna get back home?
Damn. This is peak. I love this. Oh, we're 3D now. Oh my god, he's buff. My boy grew some abs. He's buff now. Devil Artemis to this part. Ah, I can see it. I can sense it. Nah, he's gonna Uno reverse it. Spinach.
Amazing! This is amazing! How did you get so strong?
I knew it. He's gonna be enjoying this.
Crispy spinach.
Can this be? My heart's beating so fast.
That's what I mean.
My
He's gonna
muscles
love
ache.
this.
I can feel them again.
I knew it. He's gonna
That's
lose.
all I can stand, 'cause I
can't stand no more.
I never thought it would happen. A serious fight.
I found it!
Come on, Popeye.
Weird spinach mascot.
What is he gonna turn him to? No way. Turn him to an egg. Ah! Oh no. Got turned into produce.
He took a big gamble, but now he is scrambled. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yeah! Oh my god! I love
Well, I
this.
guess you could say that fight was over easy. Wait, except isn't Saitama's whole gag that he can't lose?
It is, but it's more nuanced than that. Despite breaking his limiter, Saitama's strength isn't limitless. He's said so himself.
Breaking his limiter meant his potential strength was likely infinite, but there's nothing left in his world powerful enough to push him to get stronger.
That's what I
Like a
mean, yeah, that's what I
bodybuilder
explained
stuck
earlier.
with
Exactly,
5-pound
exactly.
dumbbells.
He also doesn't possess some magical ability to kill someone in one punch regardless of effort. Powerful adversaries like Boros and Garo have survived his blows repeatedly, albeit briefly, and he's never met anyone quite like Popeye the Sailor Man.
According to the mangaka, One Punch Man's gag is that Saitama is an anime protagonist at the end of his series, slapped in at the beginning of his series, where he's too strong to have a challenge.
So, if we know Saitama's strength does have a limit, what is it?
We know he can deflect Boros' planet-destroying blast, but he was clearly super casual about it. He may have called it his serious punch, but that's the joke. He's only now getting kind of serious.
In order to get as generous a number as possible, let's assume Saitama was exerting the least amount of effort he could to throw that punch. Since he's still technically a human, we can assume the ratio between the least amount of effort possible and the most is relatively consistent with other humans. Let's just say he burned the equivalent of only 1 calorie relative to the strongest punch ever recorded, which was over 1,000 joules. For reference, the average person burns about 1 calorie a minute doing absolutely nothing. So this is assuming Saitama is literally as casual as physically possible.
That'd make his strongest punch about 200 times greater than his weakest. Using Boros' energy blast as a base, Saitama's theoretical strongest punch would be over 11 yotatons of TNT. That's absolutely insane, enough to annihilate Uranus 4 times over.
Well, that's impressive, but that's still far less than Popeye's star-busting power, which was millions of times greater. Sure, this is only an estimate. We don't know Saitama's full strength exactly. But the point is, whatever it may be, it can be measured.
That's right, but trying to compare them with just numbers isn't the whole story.
Ah, there's the
Saitama
boat.
can break his world fairly easily. It's still a semi-realistic world that generally obeys the laws of physics.
That's what I
Popeye
mean,
in
yeah.
his world, on the other hand, can't really
Yeah, I
be
love
measured at
this. When he was boxing, his spirit came out. Come on, man. Get up. Get up.
all. The dude's occupied 2 places at the same time, ripped the film strip he's animated on, and knocked out the guy drawing him. Can't do math to figure that out. Popeye's just on a whole other level of bullshit.
Even if Saitama was strong enough to kill Popeye in 1 punch, Popeye has survived being fully disintegrated, only to recover good as new. Hell, God turned off all of reality and Popeye just ignored it.
And on the flip side, there was nothing stopping Popeye from just turning Saitama into a bunch of eggs, which he can do without spinach. So even if Popeye was weaker, he'd still have a way to finish the job in 1 punch.
Saitama was easily one of the strongest combatants we've ever seen, but pure strength was no match for Popeye's insane power, survivability, and plain old cartoon shenanigans.
Yeah.
If you thought nothing could match the One Punch Man,
Nah, this is
now
good.
you know
I loved it.
Popeye's spinach can.
The winner is Popeye.
I'm happy with this. This is actually.
And that's a wrap.
That is actually peak. Great. I love this one. This might be my favorite, but that's just because I'm fanboying off of Popeye. Alright. That was just too good. This is too good. Oh my god. Peak episode. I loved it. As always, the original video is gonna be top in the description down below. I recorded this live on Twitch. I'm gonna be here, part of the madness with my chat. You can join me there. Says that though, I do upload daily, so you wanna like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified on that. That'd be great. Besides that though, it's gonna be offering me a date. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I know I did. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye, my lost souls.